Okay, so Paymium is a Bitcoin specialist and a payment solutions provider. So we offer solutions for retailers and e-commerce merchants to accept payments via the Bitcoin networks. Sometimes you hear about blockchain versus Bitcoin. It's in fact the same thing. Some people try to confuse the presentations with this distinction between the currency and the database, the blockchain. I think it's a very technical debate that's probably premature. But we are, in a nutshell, we are a blockchain / Bitcoin specialist. So if I want to move up now. Okay, so Bitcoin originally is an internet protocol that's giving rise to a currency, a global currency, and a new kind of payment network. As a currency, it's talked about a lot, and the press writes a lot about it. As a payment network, I think it's very interesting. It's not competing head-to-head against Visa or MasterCard. It's more competing against cash because it's a form of electronic cash. So today there are approximately 100,000 merchants around the globe with approximately 10 million users worldwide that use Bitcoin as a currency and or a payment means. We work with showroomprivé.com, which is one of the largest e-commerce websites in continental Europe. And there are lots of other big merchants that accept Bitcoins today. So why use Bitcoin as a payment means? I'd say there are many aspects to it for Bitcoin users. Some are clearly militants or activists for the free software movement or some alternative economy initiatives. It's an alternative to traditional fiat currency in that it's completely decentralized. And therefore, people want to use it also to demonstrate there can be a diversity in monetary systems. Other than that, people can use it also as an investment. It's when some people buy Bitcoins as like a tech stock, as an investment, and then subsequently want to spend it occasionally, especially when the exchange rate is going up. They may want to spend it in shops or on an e-commerce website. What it does for the user is really a very simple user experience in that it's a one-click experience. I scan a QR code typically and I say, okay, QR code is standard. It will work with any wallet. And I can pay a Bitcoin address. The amount is included in the QR code, so I hit OK and it's paid. Doing that, I'm not disclosing any bank card information. That's very important to, in some contexts, not always, but sometimes we prefer not to reveal any bank account information to the merchant. I can pay anywhere with it, and also I can keep my transaction data private. That's going against most of the business models today for around retail and e-commerce payments. But it's becoming an important factor for many people that think about the digital economy and this new peer-to-peer economy that's emerging. Because data capture may not be such a stable economic model in the long run. If data is captured for free and then sold at a premium by a few players, maybe that's not a viable, sustainable system. So user-managed privacy is probably going to be an increasingly important issue in the years to come. For the merchant, it's even clearer. The benefits are even clearer for the merchants because we offer to accept these payments for 0 fees. Since our business model is on the spread, the exchange rate spread on the buyer side, not on the merchant side. So for the merchant, if the price tag is 20 British pounds, at the end, the merchant is getting 20 British pounds, period. No hidden fees. No chargebacks because it's a cash payment, it's electronic cash. There is no way to reverse the transaction, unlike with PayPal or other payment systems. it's more like cash. So if there is a dispute or the customer wants a refund, well, it's a refund. So you send the money back, but there is no chargeback. Integration is fairly simple. I can testify to that. And you accept payments from any country. So presumably, you'll get customers from anywhere that will want to spend their bitcoins on in your shop or on your website. There are many mobile wallets. We have our own that's called the Hot Wallet in the App Store, but many other companies are proposing Android wallets or iOS wallets. Our business model is not on the wallet side. We make money with the trading platform. We are a Bitcoin exchange to start with, and the retail and payment solution is only it's a byproduct of the trading platform, since we need this capability to trade euros for bitcoins to offer the services, obviously. We operate in Europe with merchants all over Europe, and we have approximately 15,000 users in Europe to date, with approximately 90,000 registered users, but 15,000 active users. So the model is fairly simple. The user comes in with the wallet. The merchant is exposing the Bitcoin address. Through our API, it's getting a Bitcoin address for the payment. In one click, the shopper is scanning the QR code and saying OK, and it's paid. So in terms of user experience, it's probably as fast as a cash payment. It's not faster, but it's just as fast as any other cash payment, except there is no change to give back to the shopper. And it's more secure because there is no cash in the shop to be saved in a vault or whatever. It's electronic cash, so it can be saved. The private keys for the bitcoins are safely stored by Paymium in this example. And in the shop or on the e-commerce website, there is no critical security information that's stored on the customer-facing server. So it's a very secure way of receiving payments without the risks traditionally attached with a cash payment. So again, for the merchant, the benefits are pretty clear. It can work with a mobile phone in my example of the previous slide, but we're also working with POS terminals manufacturers like Ingenico in this example. So they are, we've developed an application for the terminal to display a Bitcoin QR code through our API, and the in-store experience for payment is very similar then to the online checkout. I just scan the QR code and it's paid, except it happens on the same terminal that the shopkeeper is using for cards. So it's just easier. No need for a separate mobile phone application. However, we are developing the mobile phone application. We prepare to launch it in the next few weeks, probably by the end of the year. We launched the trading app that's for iOS and Android, and this will allow merchants that have an account with Paymium to receive Bitcoin payments in the shop using the app also. So it's becoming a very powerful value proposition for merchants. Integration, again, is very simple. Obviously, you can contact us to know more about it, but it's really a do-it-yourself type integration. Once you have an account, our website walks you through the steps of the integration steps. Again, I talked about user-managed privacy. It's my pet subject, so I won't spend too much time on that. But if you have questions, I'd be happy to address that. It's a very interesting concept. And that's it. So,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
I guess my only really question, I mean, that was a really interesting presentation, and there are so many kind of theoretical reasons why you would use Bitcoin, but people don't really, do they? Or I mean, does your business rely on mass adoption of Bitcoin?
The cost structure for a Bitcoin startup like us is very low. It's nothing comparable to a bank or anything like that. So as a result, as a small team, we can live with the current customer base.
Okay.
But we see a constant growth. We see hundreds of new customers every month without any kind of advertising. It's a product that advertises itself amongst the people that are interested in internet technologies. Evidently, the press is not helping because they cover only I'd say, not the fundamentals of the technology, but just the phenomenon, like someone's website has been hacked or these kind of things, which can happen to banks. It happens to banks every day, but it's fun for them to report on that. So if people get interested in internet technology, they will eventually adopt Bitcoin, because if you look at the technology, it's like email or the web itself. It's an application layer on the internet, so there is no reason not to adopt it, in fact, because it's just so easy and it doesn't cost you anything. It's just bringing new degree of freedom, so why not use it?
And so, sorry, and just because we're running kind of, we want to get to the, I'm sure everyone wants to get to the tea break, so we're running kind of slightly short time. But so just very quickly, can you make enough money? Does your business make enough money just based on the existing user group of Bitcoin users then?
No, it's because it's growing that we are in this business. And
great, thank you.
Again, like we said, we have hundreds of new customers coming in every month. And in financial services, it's significant, especially because we are not spending any marketing money yet. We will eventually when the market matures, which can happen probably next year, because there are some good things happening next year that are in the works, like our mobile app that's going to help also.
Right, and so I know Bindi, who used to work for Silicon Valley Bank, has
former banker hat.
Has some questions.
I'm just really curious what you're doing with the AML and KYC part of the payments, and just for people in the audience, it's anti-money laundering and know your customer, because obviously I know most banks are very hesitant to work with Bitcoin providers.
Less so now.
Bitcoin players. No, but just still with the way European regulations are, it's very difficult. So how are you sort of bypassing all of that?
We're not bypassing at all. In fact, we are working under European regulation with a banking partner.
Who's your banking partner?
It's a small payment institution in France that's called Lemonway, but they are registered by Banque de France. And we are ourselves registered by Banque de France to work with them.
So you're fully regulated because of your partnership?
It's called an agent of a payment institution.
Okay.
So in fact, the euros that you send to Paymium platform are not held by Paymium, but by the bank. And those are your euros, they are not Paymium's euros. And we use them for the trading, but it's a separate payment account that you open when you open an account with Paymium.
And are you making money? I guess I'm going to call it a Forex transaction.
Yeah, it's
are you making money, a margin on that transaction then?
Yes, we take a half percent, 50 basis points on the transaction amount.
Right.
So it's a simple Forex model.
And then, for example, people's Bitcoin wallets, you're working with like BitPay and Coinbase and all those guys? Or you're running your own Bitcoin wallet?
We have our own technology on our platform, and BitPay is a competitor.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.